A woman who lost her job with a think tank after claiming people cannot change their biological sex has won her appeal against an employment tribunal ruling. Maya Forstater had posted a series of messages on social media opposing the government's proposals to reform the Gender Recognition Act. Our special correspondent Lucy Manning reports.
Maya Forstater felt she was fighting for more than just her job, for what she believed. After posting tweets like "men cannot change into women," she was accused of offensive language and lost her job. Today, a judge said although her views might be profoundly offensive and even distressing to others, they had to be tolerated.
For the first time, it says that gender critical belief, which is that it's an absolutely ordinary belief about sex, that your mother and your grandmother are women, that being female is a thing, is worthy of respect in a democratic society, and people who hold that belief shouldn't be discriminated against or harassed for expressing it.
The author J.K. Rowling had posted "I stand with Maya" on social media, and today reposted Ms Forstater's "We won" message. Ms Rowling has gained support and caused offence for similar views. The divide between those who believe transgender women are women and those who think people can't change biological sex has bitterly split some women and generations. The Centre for Global Development, where Ms Forstater had worked, said it was a step backwards for inclusivity and equality.
The tribunal says, possibly in hope, that this judgment doesn't express any views on the merits of either side of the transgender debate. It points to existing laws on harassment and discrimination to say that the misgendering of people won't be allowed without consequences, and says those same laws will mean that employers have to provide a safe working environment for transgender staff.
In ordinary circumstances, today's ruling would be nothing. It does very little more than clarify the law. In the light of the incredible pressure that people are being put under, there are people who are literally scared. There are people looking to leave this country and to head to somewhere that is actually less bigoted.
Hard to reconcile views, which are allowed to offend but must be tolerated. Lucy Manning, BBC News.
A woman who lost her job after expressing views that sex cannot be changed and transgender women are not women has won an appeal against an employment tribunal. In 2018, Maya Forstater posted a number of tweets expressing her beliefs, and her contract with her employer, the Centre for Global Development think tank, was not renewed after a number of her colleagues complained. She lost her original case at an employment tribunal, but today a High Court ruled that the original hearing had erred in law. Sky's Becky Cottrell has the latest.
Maya Forstater is celebrating what she says is a huge victory, a judge declaring her beliefs worthy of respect, even if they are offensive to some people, especially those in the trans community.
People can wear what they want and call themselves what they want, but they can't change sex.
Maya says stating this cost her an employment contract, so she went to a tribunal that sided with her old bosses. She appealed, and now a judge has said Maya should not be discriminated against for expressing her opinions on sex and gender.
I think this case is going to have really wide repercussions. It's going to improve the state of the debate because it says that disagreement is not harassment. People can have different views and we ought to be able to talk about them.
Maya has high-profile support from the author J.K. Rowling for stating, as she puts it, that sex is real. But Jane Fay, a trans rights campaigner, worries what this judgment could lead to.
What she shouldn't be allowed to do is to go around using that belief, throwing that belief in the face of other people in such a way that it causes upset to them. It's not just trans people who should be scared of that, it is every minority in the country. Women will be scared of that. Black people will be scared, people with disability.
The company Maya worked for are also concerned. In a statement, they said this decision is disappointing and surprising because we believe Judge Taylor got it right when he found this type of offensive speech causes harm to trans people and therefore could not be protected under the Equality Act. The judge made clear his ruling on Maya's case doesn't mean trans people can be discriminated against or harassed. But one woman's right to speak out on this particular issue could have wide-ranging implications for others who want to talk about controversial and divisive topics freely. Becky Cottrell, Sky News.